Good morning, everybody. Angela Fallon here. Welcome back to Monday Kick in the Pants. We are bringing you a gentle push each week to help you level up in your life, fill you with a dose of Monday motivation, and provide tips to accelerate your success in 10 minutes or less. That's the goal, right? All right. Welcome back. This is our fifth week on my 5 favorite travel tips, travel tips, travel tips. We can get it out here on Monday. We've already gone through 4 already. And the last one I want to talk to you about today is taking advantage of delays. Delays are not always a bad thing. Are they annoying? Yeah, it can be. I mean, you had a plan, right? And then things change, and that gets frustrating. However, if you start losing your mind, start complaining, and all of those things, you are no longer standing in your power. You are no longer controlling your situation. You have let the situation control you. So try to remember that. That's the first thing that I really want you all to think about whenever you have things like this that kind of set you back. A delay in travel isn't always a bad thing. Like I said, yeah, it's kind of annoying. However, you can make the best of it. And I'm going to give you a few tips on what you can do for that. So the first thing I would really recommend is just to go for a walk. You may be sitting there waiting to hop on a plane and it's delayed or significant delay, whatever. It's good to just kind of go take a walk, whether you can go sit in a lounge or maybe another gate that's less congested and a little more quiet. You can go sit somewhere else and actually be productive. I highly recommend you, 1, walk around, kind of shake it off a little bit, and 2, go find a place to be productive. And maybe it's productive like you were hungry anyways and needed lunch. That's one thing you could do. Another thing, though, is to go do something productive for work. I mean, you're on work time and you might as well get something out of it, right? Another thing you could do is use this time to clean out your inbox, right? You can go through some emails you're behind on because you've been on travel for a week or longer. You can follow up on actions for maybe the meetings you just had with some vendors or suppliers or a customer. Now's the time to start responding to those things. What a great time to do that right at the end of your trip, and crank that stuff out. So by the time you get home, your inbox is cleaned out. Another thing you can do is maybe if your delay is on the way in, you can actually work on whatever you need to prep for where you're headed. Maybe you want to reword some of your talking points. Maybe it's send an email with the charts you're going to use the next day. There's lots of things you can do to be more prepared, and then even look better when you get there, or once you get home, maybe have a completely empty inbox. I think completely empty is probably a hard thing to do, but mine gets pretty close sometimes. In fact, I think right now I'm at about 8 emails in my inbox. I was down to like 6 or 4 last week, just because I had some downtime and I was able to clean some things out. You can also do that whenever you have a really long flight and maybe you can't sleep and you're on your 8th movie on your way overseas. It's a great thing to do is sit and clean out your inbox. So another thing you could consider on a personal side is catch up with someone you love, someone you haven't talked to in a while. I mean, when's the last time you called mom, or the last time you called grandpa or grandma for that matter, right? What a great time just to make 10 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. I mean, sometimes I think we have a hard time calling our loved ones because we know it's going to be a time commitment. Sometimes they talk a little bit. And so you're expecting that. And so if you don't have more than 15, 20 minutes, you may be putting that call off. What a great time to do it. Go grab lunch and call your grandma, call your mom, call your aunt, your sister, call your kids, FaceTime your kids. Hey, mom or dad are stuck here in the airport. How was school today? You know, these are all things that are productive and value added that you could be doing instead of being perturbed. That's the G-rated version, right? Ticked off. These are all things you could be doing. So I hope this is helpful for you. I hope you guys enjoyed these last 5 weeks of these travel tips of things I wanted to share with you all. And I would love to hear if you have any other things that you do whenever you have delays. What are the kinds of things that you do? I have a feeling I'm going to hear a lot of clean out your inbox. I think that's what a lot of people do whenever they have a little downtime. But I would love to hear some of your tips as well. So feel free to drop it below. If you guys are here live, say live. Hey. Good to see you. Stay live. And if you're catching the replay, drop the word replay because I just love to see who catches this. It's really funny how I see people from time to time and they're like, I always catch your Monday Kick in the Pants. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm glad you're following. If you would just take a hot second and even just click the heart or like, or leave me a comment, even if it's, hey, great show today, Angela. Perfect episode. This really spoke to me. Whatever. I would love to hear it. And quite honestly, it helps me out. So thanks for following. It's so nice to hear whenever you guys are checking in every week. That tells me that you actually enjoy the content I'm putting out. So I really appreciate it. Wherever you're at, whether it's on Facebook, subscribe if you are on not Instagram, on YouTube. And then same thing on LinkedIn. So if you guys are on LinkedIn, I would love for you to drop me a note. Let me know if you're catching the replay or whatever you get out of this, or even just answer the question we have at the end here. What do you do during your delays? I would love to hear. Drop it below this video. Hope you guys are having a great Monday and you have a great week. And I just want to remind you that you're not behind. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and it's the right time.